My name's Ron Cook, and in background I'm an Australian, and I came to America for 3 years in the 90s with my first wife, who subsequently died when we went back to Australia. And then I got in contact with people that I'd known here, and I ended up marrying one, and then she insisted I live with her. So in 2000 I came over, we were married, and I've been here ever since, and I've become an American citizen. I am a minister, retired. My wife is a minister. I'm also a person who likes to think big and dream and be a bit creative. We had started planning before I retired, and we started looking for what we would do, and we decided that we would get an RV. Well, the thing to remember when we buy an RV is that it is not perfect. And that's important to remember, that no product we buy these days is going to be absolutely perfect. And there may be things that you'd like to do to it, like I did. I've changed mine quite a bit because it suits me that way. I've done the same with my truck and my motorbike. I didn't succeed with my wife, but she's still as good as ever. But remember too that it's the dealer that helps you to deal with Forest River or whoever the manufacturer is, and the dealer is really their customer, not you. If you remember those things and deal well with your dealer, just as well as you expect them to deal with you, that you'll usually find you have a great experience. So I started to look for dealers, and because I live not far from here, I started to research around. I visited some dealers both here and elsewhere in the state, and I found a couple of people who said they had a good time here at Tri-City RV, and I also found that they sold the machine that I wanted. I'd already decided what I wanted. So I came to Tri-City RV and I met with a salesman, and he was just terrific. I said to him, I'm not ready to buy, and he said, that's okay. Would you like to come out and look at one? And I thought, this is what I want. When the first trailer came in that was built for me, it was built wrong in one aspect. And the salesman rang me and he said, well, I got good news and bad news. Your trailer's in, that's the good news, but the bad news is it's built wrong. They put the wrong shower screen on. And he said, so I've already rung them and told them they'll have to build another one. And I thought, that's how a dealer needs to be. They are always courteous in the way they go about dealing with me and speaking with me. And the other thing I've found is I have had a couple of small issues here fixed. The water tank needed more stabilization underneath it. And not only did they do what they said they were going to do, they went above and beyond that and put in much stronger straps than I ever dreamed they would, because I thought I'd have to do that myself. So I found them competent, and those two words stick with me: courtesy and competence, something that I look for when I'm dealing with other people. Early on in my dealings with Tri-City, I put a recommendation for them up on one of the forums that I belong to, because they had dealt with me very well, and I'd read so many other horror stories. Not every dealer's bad, but there are some out there that don't give you as good a service as I'd had. And I have recommended them to friends because of the experience that I've had, where they've treated me so well, where they've fixed things I needed fixed, and where they've been pretty straightforward with anything that I've talked to them about. And I like that. I don't like it when people mess me around or try to do something, get me to do something I don't want to do. So I recommend Tri-City to other people, and I would recommend that people try them out and see how they feel. They are worth talking with and seeing how you find their experience, and I hope it's as good as I found it.